Hey guys, it's Laura. So for today's video, I'm actually going based on a request that was made. I know you see a lot on my walls and in the background of my videos, and I did have a request to take a little bit of a tour of some of my living space so I can introduce you to some of the items you might have seen in the background of these videos. I get so many requests and I love seeing them, and I do look at every single request and put them on a list, and I try to work into them. However, I did create a Patreon account, so if you want to ensure that your comment and request are seen and then actually are able to be made, the best way to submit your request now is through my Patreon account. The account is actually listed in the notes section underneath this video, so make sure that you check it out because I want to make sure I'm able to get around to everyone's requests, and that's the easiest way to keep up with all of that. So, I am going to be doing this. I don't know how to best do a tour other than on my phone, so hopefully this goes well and you enjoy it. So I'm going to start out actually right over here on this wall. I'm going to turn it this way. So this is my wall of some photos. So this is me and my boyfriend. Just a day at the beach. We had a good time. But otherwise it's supposed to be our wall of animals. We do love our fur babies. This right here is a painting on actually on a piece of wood, made based on a photograph of my cat, Spock. She really captured Spock and her eyes well, and it's tough because Spock ends up having in almost every one of her pictures RBF going on, so hard to get a good photo of her. Right here we do have a Yoda, little rescued Chihuahua that we found on the side of the road. We tried very hard to find his original family and owners. For months we tried to find them, but unfortunately they never showed up. So we have our little wall of Yoda right here. He had no teeth. We almost named him Toothless. Sweet Yoda. And Yoda always loved going to the lake. He was actually making a lot of duck and swan friends down at the lake. They seemed to like him a lot. So we would take him there at sunset and he would play in the grass. Unfortunately, he wasn't with us too long because he was very, very old and sick when we first found him, but we gave him epic time while he was with us. We loved him fiercely. And that's him just relaxing in a blankie, snuggled up. And over here we do have another one of those wooden paintings based off a photo of my little girl, Kiara. That's my sweet little princess, Kiara. Don't have as much RBF going on in that face, which is nice. And then down here, we just have a little table that has some of my dolphin items. This is a gift with some of my dolphins on it. And then this is just a whale that my boyfriend found. And I think he just liked it. Just to add to the ambiance a little bit here. And this, like I said, Yoda unfortunately wasn't with us for terribly long. So these are his ashes. We did get him a nice little home to stay with us. And then we even got his little paw print right here. And little boy Yoda, we love him so much. And this right here you actually might recognize from one of my other videos. This is a whale. It's an item that we got when we went on our Canada trip. So far this has been its little home, at least for the time being. Nice wooden whale. then right here, I actually have a Discovery Cove grand opening Tiffany's dish that was gifted to me because I was a dolphin trainer there. It's an incredibly thoughtful, kind gift. There were only a couple of those made, so that was wonderful to receive. And then lastly here, we do have one of my candles. You know I love my candles. This is a Village candle. It's orange cinnamon. And you know what? I think it would be good if we lit this right now. So I'm gonna light that candle real fast. I love that smell. Really brings out the smell of fall. Okay. So now moving forward, right over here we do have my desk. This is very often where I do some of my ASMR videos. You'll see I have a nice little notepad right here. Take my notes. This is just a book that I'm prepping to read. It's Hunting Prince Dracula. And then over here, I have my laptop where I do so much of my ASMR work. And of course, you'll recognize the microphone. And another book that I'm reading because I'm actually currently studying positive psychology. So that's a little bit of my workstation right there. That is a Yeti Blue microphone, by the way, in case you were wondering. And I know that you guys just saw Spock on that painting, but if you want to take a look, this is her laying in one of her favorite spots. Put some blankets here because she likes to lay by the window and then look out the window as well. Yeah, look for lizards and birdies, right, baby? She's a little camera shy right now, I guess. You camera shy? And then we do have her and Kiara's cat tower right here, which they'll use to look outside as well, part of their lookout. So right here, also on the side, you guys probably recognize this also from one of my, I actually think it was my very first video. This is my Darth Talon lightsaber. Unfortunately, the light for the Kyber crystal has gone out. We just need to get a new battery for it, but typically you just hit the button and it'll come on. loved Earth Talon, and I love that lightsaber. So now coming around to the other side of the room that I think a lot of you were curious about. This is my living area. So I will start right over here. It has some of my dolphins. It's actually all Thelma right here. That's a day when I brought my boyfriend in to meet my dolphins. So that's him actually doing a deep water ride with Thelma. She is an incredible dolphin. And up above, that is a gift that was made by my boyfriend for me. And it has all the different flukes of my top 4 dolphins that I worked with. And it says, "Those who teach us the most about humanity are not always human." Put a lot of work into that. It's one of the most thoughtful gifts I've ever received, and I absolutely love it. So here we also have our couch. Nice wraparound couch, very roomy, very comfortable. If it was up to me though, it would not be black. And it would not be leather, but that's just me. But I'll take it for right now, but eventually I'm hoping that we'll get a different couch. And then this coffee table here has been with us for, well, it's been with me for a long time. It's actually my father's originally. Nice wooden coffee table. I'm actually looking to sand it down and stain it here very soon, but I absolutely love this table, and he has made sure, even though he allowed me to have it and built himself a new one, every time I move, he makes sure that I've brought the coffee table with me. Now on the other side of the coffee table is our entertainment center. And we have this nice, very big TV. We are able to watch Game of Thrones on that, or at least we did before. So we would have people over for that, and different sporting events, because it's a pretty sizable TV. We're able to see a really nice picture on there. And of course all of our DVDs and Blu-rays. And something that is fairly new that we just brought into the home. I've had some vinyl records for quite some time, but nothing to play them on. Bruce Springsteen, the street band. Some of his greatest hits right here. This is actually a gift to me by a patient, and I have not had a record player to play it on, so we did just recently add this to our household. Nothing fancy, but it does the job, and we just love listening to records on vinyl, especially the older records where you can really hear the difference in the sound. And above we have my Guy Harvey aluminum painting. This is called Turtle Soup. It does have 3 tiger sharks and then a sea turtle. I just think it's absolutely a beautiful, magnificent piece. And the best part, it's a Guy Harvey piece, and I was able to have Guy Harvey himself sign it, which is wonderful. It was great to meet him and have him sign and get a picture with him and this beautiful piece that I've wanted for years. So that was a wonderful acquisition for me. And off to the side here, this is a painting that I had professionally made of one of my favorite dolphins. Her name is Yoko, and I just love the coloration in it. All the different greens and blues and turquoises, and how those can create her gorgeous, sweet face. And underneath Yoko, we do have a whole stand of DVDs. And on top of the DVDs, I had some coasters, which were a gift as well, personally made, which have photos of my dolphins on them as well. So several different ones. So we have Thelma, we have Delilah, and my girl Soleil. Just So cute. And then this is actually one of a girl named Stella and one of her best friends, little boy Titan. Just a little baby. He's super cute. Sorry about that. And of course we have another Yankee candle. Love my candles. And then a picture that I had based on a photo that one of my coworkers took of our 3 babies. And this is Reef, Prim, and Titan. 3 of my cute little nuggets. And I'm actually going to turn on this light here so that you can see what I think a lot of you were wanting to ultimately see, which is our awesome wall here. And ever since getting our record player, we got some of our favorite records as well, like the Rolling Stones, the soundtrack to A Star Is Born, of course Meatloaf, Bad Outta Hell. That was one of my picks, of course, as I'm sure that you would imagine. We have, of course, the Red Hot Chili Peppers and some Tom Petty as well. We have several more that we're looking to add to our list, but we did decide to use this selection, of course, to help decorate our artistic wall of music. To go along with, we have this right here, our Kona acoustic guitar. This is my boyfriend's. It is not mine. I do not know how to play whatsoever. I am not musically inclined like that. And then this is a gift that I gave to him last year. And if you can't tell, that is a guitar that is authenticated, signed by Eddie Money, which is more than likely his favorite artist, if not in his top 3, of course. But sadly, we did lose Eddie Money earlier this year, so this was a great piece to have been able to get for him, which I know he'll cherish forever. So that's a little bit about my living space. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you showed you guys just a little bit more about my personality and who I am, and gave you a little bit of information as to what you were seeing in the background. So actually, I'll show you this real fast. This. I'm sitting on the couch right now. And this is a gift that I just got for my boyfriend as well. He's been having a lot of muscle pains and back pains, and he saw this online and was raving about it. It is a massager. So I had this ordered for him as a gift, as a surprise. It looks like a power tool. But basically, you just take one of the items like this to massage, and you stick it in. Okay. Like that went in. And this thing is massive. You turn the on button. Okay. And then you just press the little button in the back. And it massages. Nice little massager. Use it on your neck. That one actually feels pretty good. That's the lightest setting though. I'm not sure which setting he uses, because he'll use this on his legs, on his feet, on his back. And there's several more settings. That's going to be way too intense for my liking, so. But he uses it every single day after work now, especially on his feet. So that was just a cute little acquisition that now is seems to be a permanent guest here on our couch, so it's easily accessible by him to use every single day. So that was one of the grand tours of my living area and a lot of what you're going to see behind the scenes of those videos. So hope you enjoyed that. Again, if you have any specific requests for videos, please check out my Patreon account. I would be more than happy, and I really do want to get all of your requests in and accounted for. It'll just be the easiest to keep track of if you go through the Patreon account as well, and I want to make sure those who really are wanting those videos are able to get them. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the tour, and have a wonderful rest of your day.